Hi, my name is Ryan LeBlanc. Today we're going to go over the upcoming election happening July 11th, 2020 in East Baton Rouge Parish. Now, this only applies for East Baton Rouge Parish, the two things we're going over. We're going over the proposed amendment, which is more of a renewal, and the 5 city court judges. We're going to go through every city court judge, and I'm going to tell you about them, the good, the bad, and you can make a decision based on what you think. Now, the proposed amendment is long and wordy, so I'm going to have it play on the screen, and then I'm going to try and tell you what it's about.
Shall the law enforcement district of the Parish of East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the district, be authorized to continue to levy and collect, and adopt a resolution providing for such levy and collection, of a special ad valorem tax of 3 73/100ths, 3.73, mils on the dollar of assessed valuation of all property subject to taxation within the boundaries of the Parish of East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the tax, an estimated $16,386,290 reasonably expected at this time to be collected from the levy of the tax for an entire year, for a period of 10 years, beginning with the tax collection for the year 2021, and annually thereafter to and including the year 2030, with the proceeds of said tax to be used for operational purposes of the district.
Okay, so I was on the phone all morning calling around trying to figure out what this amendment means, and I finally got in touch with the Public Information Director, and I have some notes that I will read to you what this is all about. She also sent me this flyer. Pause if you want to read it. Okay, so first of all, she told me the law enforcement district need to be clarified. It only encompasses the sheriff's office. Now, 75% of their budget comes from property millages. There's 1 permanent one and 2 renewable ones that are renewed every 10 years. This one is 3.73 mils, which equates to 17% of their operating budget. So it is renewal only. It was renewed 10 years ago. She spoke to a tax assessor, and she said that the average homeowner pays about $12 a year, and then it goes into their general operating budget that pays deputy salaries and their operating costs. So a vote yes says that you want to give $16.38 million per year for the period of 10 years to the law enforcement district, which is the sheriff's office, for 10 years. And a vote no says that you don't want that. Okay, so we're going to cut back to a scruffier version of myself to tell you about the 5 city court judges. Okay, so there are 5 candidates running for city judge, City Court, Division C, City of Baton Rouge. Select one. We have Greg Cook, number 221, Democrat. Donald Dobbins, 222, Democrat. Whitney Higgenbotham Greene, 223, Republican. Jonathan Holloway Sr., 224, Democrat. Johnell Matthews, 225, Democrat. Let's talk about all 5 of these people. Okay, first on the list, number 221, Greg Cook. He's Democrat. He has a website, voteforcookcitycourt.com. I will link it below. Let me read you an excerpt of what he has on here. It says, I'm asking for your support to serve the residents of Baton Rouge as one of the 5 city court judges. Prior to serving a short tenure as senior deputy clerk at Baton Rouge City Court, I served the greater Baton Rouge area and state of Louisiana as a private practice attorney, concentrating in the areas of family law, criminal law, personal injury, successions, and civil litigation. I continue to serve the community at large in various ways, such as feeding the hungry, coaching youth sports, and assisting and developing training youth in business and personal development. My principles are simple: fair, hard work, integrity, honesty, humanity, humility, and respect for all people. I assisted residents and seniors during the coronavirus pandemic by running errands, providing much-needed supplies that were in short supply, making handmade hand sanitizer and masks, etc. In addition, we took a student who was unable to return to New York when flights were canceled. I think that means he took him home. So that is Greg Cook. Okay, so negative things. Baton Rouge lawyer suspended for 30 days by Louisiana's High Court. Louisiana's Supreme Court has suspended Baton Rouge lawyer for 30 days for his handling of a succession. The High Court found that Gregory Cook engaged in a conflict of interest and ordered him to pay $600 in restitution to one of the 3 children and women who died in 2016. The court actually suspended Cook for 6 months Wednesday, but deferred it all but 30 days of the suspension. He will put in unsupervised probation for a year after he serves the suspension. Donald Dobbins is number 222, Democrat. Okay, this is an edit in. I wasn't able to find much about Donald Dobbins. Donald Dobbins is an attorney with 30 years plus experience in private practice. He has a BS in business management and Juris Doctorate from Southern University. Dobbins' law firm has handled thousands of personal injury and crime defense cases. Donald was married with 1 son. Donald is a people person who believes that everyone should be afforded competent legal representation and thereby given a fair trial. Because of this belief, Donald has chosen to run for Baton Rouge City Court Judge, Division C. Okay, so Donald Dobbins is suspended from practicing law, but he can still run for city court judge. The state Supreme Court, citing multiple instances of professional misconduct, suspended Dobbins for a year and a day on January 29th. The High Court also ordered him to pay a combined $4,440 in restitution to the former client. One Supreme Court justice called the suspension overly lenient, and he favored no less than 3-year actual suspension, if not disbarment. That's all we could find on Donald Dobbins' things. He didn't have like a website. Okay, Whitney Higgenbotham Greene, number 223, Republican.
We have a serious crime problem in Baton Rouge, and it's only getting worse. More than ever, we need to elect leaders that are willing to take a stand. My name is Whitney Higgenbotham Greene, and as your next city court judge, I'll take a stand for our families, for our community, and for the rule of law. I'm a prosecutor, a mother of 3, and a lifelong conservative. I am ready to go to work for you today. My name is Whitney Higgenbotham Greene, and I'm asking for your vote for city court judge to take a stand for you.
Jonathan Holloway Sr., number 224, Democrat.
Citizens of Baton Rouge, my name is Jonathan Holloway, and I'm running to be your next Baton Rouge City Court Judge, number 224 on your ballot. With over 20 years of practicing law here in Baton Rouge, I believe the People's Court deserves a judge that understands the needs of all citizens across our city. As your judge, I will promote the amnesty program to help accommodate all citizens of Baton Rouge. Every day in Division C courtroom, I will apply fairness and respect, no matter the case, so that everyone receives equal justice under the law. The right experience, the right choice for us. On Election Day, vote Jonathan Holloway, Baton Rouge City Court Judge, number 224 on your ballot.
Okay, that was Jonathan Holloway Sr., number 224, Democrat. He also has a political podcast, and he has a website. I will link it below. Okay, Johnell Matthews, number 225, for city court judge. She has a website. I will link it below. Uniquely qualified to serve you, proven leadership and experience.
Hello, I'm Johnell Matthews, and I'm a candidate for City Court Judge for Division C in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We have a very important election that's coming up on July 11th, and I'm asking all of you to come out and vote. And I would like to earn your vote. I'm number 225 on the ballot. Your vote is your voice, and your vote is very important. So please come out and vote. I wanted to tell you a little bit about me as well. First of all, I consider myself to be a servant leader. And I say that because I have served the community of East Baton Rouge Parish for 20 years in the school system. I became the foreign language supervisor for the entire parish of East Baton Rouge. I have so much experience and so much to give in terms of helping people and understanding the needs of people. In addition to that, I have practiced law for 18 years in Louisiana and in Mississippi. I'm a product of Southern University Law Center, and I passed 2 bars back to back, the Louisiana bar and the Mississippi bar. As a result of that, I would like to tell you a little bit about what my platform is and what I stand for. The City Court is what I call the People's Court. And I call it the People's Court because for me, this is where real people come with real issues. Even though their issues may seem trite to someone else, but to me, it seems very important. Whether that person is coming to court because he has a fine or a fee, or because he has a dispute with his neighbor, regardless of what you're coming to the city court for, it's a very important issue. This is why I call it the People's Court. The People's Court is where people come with real issues and they're looking for real resolutions. One of the things that I would like to emphasize is alternative sentencing. I do believe that on a case-by-case basis, we need to look at every issue that comes in. If someone comes into the city court and they cannot pay for a fee or a fine, I would not send a person to jail because he cannot pay a fine or a fee. I would like to make sure that we're using all of our community services that are available to us. And that includes mental health services, counseling, drug rehabilitation services, because we can always try to nip something in the bud in the very beginning when it comes into the city court before it becomes a larger issue and it has to go to the district court. We can do community service and serve someone, and which would in turn even help the person who is actually doing the service. One of the other things I'd like to do is to see that the court will run very efficiently, and that includes using online services to pay fines and to pay fees, so that a person would not have to take off from work and go to pay a fine or come down to the court for fines and fees. We shouldn't have to do that. We have technology today, and we should use technology efficiently. And I'd like also to say to you that I'm a very hard worker, I'm a Christian person, I'm a compassionate person, and everyone who comes before me, before the bench, would be treated with respect and dignity. If you'd like to know more about me and my qualifications and my pledge and my stance for the City Court, please go to my webpage at www.JohnellMatthews4Judge.
All right, that was Johnell Matthews. Anybody running for office, please make a video because that is so much easier than me talking. All right, so if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and being an informed voter. The election, again, is on July 11th, 2020. Make sure you go out and vote. Thank you so much. Download the Go Vote app, and goodbye.